In the course of time, there emerged an eminent statesman whose name echoes through history. James Madison Jr., born on March 16, 1751. His childhood unfolded within the prosperous estate of Virginia, a backdrop of lush greenery and the promise of greatness. Little did he know, young Madison would grow up to become one of the most outstanding architects of the United States. Birth, youth, and education. Madison's early years resembled a picturesque scene within the estate, where sunshine bathed the emerald grass. He spent his formative years in the lap of luxury, receiving the finest education available. This future nation-builder displayed remarkable academic prowess from a tender age, a promising scholar in the local community. During the tumultuous days of the American Revolutionary War, young James bravely immersed himself in the cause of national freedom. Serving in the Continental Congress and the Virginia House of Delegates, he showcased extraordinary political acumen. This period profoundly influenced him, forging a steadfast national spirit and an unwavering pursuit of liberty. Participate in the American Revolutionary War and early political career. Amidst the smoke of the Revolutionary War, because he was weak and sickly, Madison did not fight personally, but he distinguished himself politically by leading the war effort, contributing to the nation's quest for liberty. His political journey began early, making him a prominent figure in the political arena. In the late 1780s, Madison actively participated in organizing the Constitutional Convention, striving for the formulation of a new constitution. Collaborating with other distinguished politicians, he played a crucial role in crafting the Federalist Papers, a collection pivotal to the adoption of the new Constitution. This period marked Madison as a rising star in American politics, with his ideals and insights guiding the nation's construction. Father of the Constitution. In 1788, as the new Constitution was ratified, James Madison was acclaimed as the Father of the Constitution for his outstanding contributions to drafting and advocating for the United States Constitution and the Bill of Rights. His vision extended beyond the present, profoundly understanding that a nation's enduring foundation rests on a solid framework of justice, liberty, and rights. Madison's principles permeated every clause of the new Constitution, establishing a powerful and stable national government. His efforts and wisdom made him one of the most remarkable political figures of America's founding era. Secretary of State era. After Thomas Jefferson's successful election as president in 1800, Madison was appointed as Secretary of State, a pivotal position where he played a crucial role in the nation's development. During this time, he led negotiations for the purchase of the Louisiana Territory, effectively doubling the country's land area. This period represented the zenith of Madison's political career. Not only did he demonstrate outstanding strategic acumen in diplomatic affairs, but he also laid a solid foundation for the nation's prosperity and development. In 1812, Madison was elected as the fourth president of the United States. His presidential term marked a crucial period in the nation's history. Under his leadership, the United States experienced the War of 1812, a conflict that had profound implications for the country's development. Madison not only upheld the nation's dignity on the international stage, but also dedicated himself to the economic recovery and internal improvements post-war. He championed a series of bills, establishing the cornerstone of the new government and laying a solid foundation for America's path to prosperity. Post-presidential life. In 1817, Madison's term expires after diligent service in the presidential role. Opting to return to Montpelier in Virginia, he embraced a tranquil, retired life. Though this founding father left the highest leadership post, his wisdom and relentless efforts for nation-building left an indelible mark on the country. In retirement, Madison did not distance himself from public affairs. Actively involved in the establishment of the University of Virginia, initiated by Jefferson, he once again contributed to the nation's educational endeavors. His brilliance continued to shine in his later years. Life's conclusion. On the morning of June 28, 1836, Madison peacefully rested at Montpellier. His gravesite became a sacred ground for remembrance of his remarkable achievements. In his will, he generously donated to the American Colonization Society, the University of Virginia, and Princeton University, reflecting his profound sentiments for the nation and educational causes. This is the life story of a great man, James Madison, a man whose entire life was dedicated to the construction of his nation, his ideas and contributions laying the solid groundwork for America's independence and prosperity. His story is one of the most captivating chapters in American history. 20 quotes and sayings. 1. Human freedom and rights are endowed, eternal, and inalienable. 2. The purpose of government is to protect the rights of each individual, not to deprive them of their freedom. 3. Freedom of speech is one of the most important pillars of a free society, guaranteeing the public's right to information and expression. 4. A strong nation must be built on the foundations of justice and the rule of law. 5. Freedom is not only about being unbound, but also about realization within rules and order. 6. A wise person understands that tolerance and respect are the cornerstones of nation building. 7. The success of a nation depends on the education and thinking ability of its citizens. 8. Government should be the servant of the people, not their master. 9. In a free society, everyone has a responsibility to contribute to the prosperity and tranquility of the nation. 10. Faith and tolerance are bridges in a diverse society. Let us move forward together. 11. The cost of freedom is continuous effort and dedication. We need to strive together for it. 12. The strength of a nation comes from the unity and shared beliefs of its people. 13. Justice is the cornerstone of a lawful society. Without justice, true freedom is impossible. 14. A powerful nation requires a wise and steadfast leadership team. 15. Every citizen has the responsibility to protect the nation's independence and freedom. 16. History is our textbook. We should learn from it and progress continually. 17. Knowledge is the source of freedom. Education is the key to nurturing future leaders. 18. Dialogue and cooperation are the best ways to solve problems, not conflict and opposition. 19. Freedom is not just a right, it is also a responsibility. 20. The prosperity and stability of a nation require the collective efforts of everyone. We are a whole, building a bright future together. In these words, we see the profound thoughts of a man, James Madison, whose life was dedicated to nation building. His wisdom and faith are evident in these quotes, making him one of the brightest political stars of America's founding period.